Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Zane here. Welcome back to another video, and today this is going to be my Black Ops Cold War Zombies wish list. With all the hype going with the 11-second, 12-second trailer we got a few days ago, I just wanted to go over my wish list, which I've gone over many times. Not this quite refined, but I've gone over most of these things on stream quite a few times. So if you guys do watch me on Twitch, link down below in the description, you guys would have already seen this, but you may as well watch anyway because there's a couple of new things. There's gonna be some controversial topics that I'm gonna be talking about in here, but listen, if you disagree, and I'm sure you guys will, if you do disagree in my opinion, just wait for the whole video to play out, or wait to hear my reasonings, and then you can comment, and then you can dislike, do what you gotta do. I understand. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the very first thing I want to talk about is going to be the most controversial topic of the three main points. And I do want to specify I have three main point things I want to return in zombies. Some of them have already been confirmed that are going to 100% come back, but not the exact thing. And then other things have not been confirmed and I would like for them to come back. And here's my reasoning. So the first thing is going to be Gobblegums / Liquid Diviniums. Now, like I said, this is kind of controversial. Because a lot of people say Gobblegums were overpowered, and obviously Elixirs came back in Black Ops 4, and they weren't very good in Black Ops 4. I mean, that's just how it is. They were a watered-down version of Gobblegums, and honestly, I feel like if you're going to have something as OP as Gobblegums, you either go all the way in or they're not there. There's no point to have a half-assed version, that's what I always say, but this game looks a lot like World War II zombies and kind of like a Black Ops 1 zombies mixed in it. It does look like a Treyarch game, which is nice, but if it's anything like World War II, if there's anything that we can think about or, you know, speculate, if it's anything like World War II, it's going to be a harder zombies game. Definitely harder than Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, if it's going to be anything like World War II. And if that was the case, that would make Gobblegums significantly better in this game than they would be in BO3. BO3 is a overall pretty easy zombies experience because of Gobblegums and Double Pack-a-Punch. If both of those things returned in this game, then that would make it a lot easier, especially if it's supposed to be a harder based game mode. So I'm assuming that they're not going to bring back Gobblegums, the specific Gobblegums from BO3, especially since that's Dr. Monty stuff and Monty is dead. But this does play out in the Aether universe as far as we know. If we go back to what they said about the Victus crew, the Primus crew, and the Ultimus crew, that their storyline is done, but that doesn't mean Aether universe is over. The Aether universe can continue. So like I said, the Aether universe can continue, and that's how we still have Juggernog and other things. But overall, Gobblegums would be overpowered. So why do I want them back? Well, you guys know me. I like how good Gobblegums were because it added a lot of replayability to Black Ops 3. Now, yes, there's a lot of other things that made BO3 so replayable. There's a lot of things that made Black Ops 3 replayable, but honestly, Liquids were just fun to grind for. Think about it, Liquids versus Talismans, or Talismans, however you say it. Everyone always makes fun of me how I pronounce Talismans. But Liquid Divinium you could actually grind for. Every 7 rounds, you'd save up your points, buy something, you'd get the Liquid, maybe end the game, do the 7-round strategy or the 5-round strategy of Verrucht, or maybe watch my other Liquid Divinium grinding videos. But Talismans, or Elixirs, Nebulia Plasmum, whatever it's, you know, the Black Ops 4 system, you only earn Nebulas by playing the game. You got Nebulas by playing the game and interacting with it, so, you know, you would just play the game and get so many Nebulas an hour, and that was about it. There was no efficient system to do it or effective system to do it. It was just play the game. And although just playing the game is fun, and I have heard other opinions of people saying that they prefer that system, I think the Liquid system should return. Now, there's a few caveats to this. Obviously, Liquid Divinium won't return because that's Dr. Monty, and Gobblegums won't return because that's Dr. Monty. But I would like to see, obviously, microtransactions will come into this game. It's Treyarch, it's Activision. But I would like to see a version of Liquid Diviniums come to this game that are not Talismans. Every few rounds, you have to save up your points, buy something, and you get the microtransaction, or you can just buy them, obviously. It's a microtransaction. And that's how I want to see it. I don't want to see a Talisman or Elixir-based system where you just play the game and that's it. And like I said, the couple main points for that is just because it adds a lot of replayability, and grinding Liquids was way more fun than grinding Elixirs. Elixirs was just a secondary function of the game. It was just to play the game, you get this thing. And so were Liquids, but Liquids were slightly different and more fun in my opinion. Next thing I want to come back is OG perks, or the OG perk system. Now this is pretty much already confirmed because in the trailer you can hear the Juggernog perk jingle in the very beginning of the trailer. But that doesn't mean that the old system is back, it just means that Jug is back. Now, why do I want the old system back? Well, it adds so much uniqueness to every single map. For example, if you play Origins in Town from Black Ops 2, you have 2 completely different perk sets. One map has Deadshot, Electric Cherry. One map doesn't have it, and it makes Origins more unique than Town. Town has a lot less perks. It's a much more harder map to survive on. There's a lot less resources to go off of just in the perk department, especially the wonder weapon department. Of course, we're talking about perks here though. It gets rid of uniqueness for maps. It also gets rid of uniqueness of perk jingles, which isn't a big deal to some people, but that is a huge deal. Every single perk got their own jingle and their own machine. And that was such a cool thing. I mean, Widow's Wine is literally one of my favorite perk jingles of all time, and you don't get that in Black Ops 4. You get Widow's Wail, or Winter's Wail, whatever it was called. It was garbage. Now, for those of you that don't remember, in Black Ops 4, you could customize what perks are on the map that you play. 4 perks on each map. And some maps you could attain more than that, but in terms of the perk machines, every perk machine was the same on each map. There were 4 different of them, but there wasn't unique designs to each of them. There wasn't unique perk jingles. It was the same thing for each map. On paper, that is amazing, right? You can customize what perks go on what map. But in practice, it just didn't work out. It took away so much uniqueness of zombies. Like, yeah, I could play Blood of the Dead, or I could play 9, the same perks are on them. Of course, they're designed differently for the different storylines, but they were the same perks. And that, I just don't like that. I don't like having every perk on every map, and you could put what perks on what map. I don't like that. It takes away uniqueness. Could you imagine if there was Electric Cherry in town, going back to my old example? If Electric Cherry was in town from Black Ops 2, that map would be far easier. Now, what do I mean by that? Of course, Electric Cherry doesn't kill zombies past like round 10, but it does stun them, so while you're training on town, imagine you would reload and stun the zombies. It would add significant value to the map for a casual player. I'm sure the hardcore players wouldn't be affected, they wouldn't buy the perk, but it would be a huge impact to casuals. Now, I'm not saying make zombies hard, but don't make it as easy as having any perk on any map. Have specific perks on specific maps, and have the old perk system. I didn't touch up on this too much, but it's very simple. Bring the old perk system we always had and we always loved, and that's the HUD as well. Like, put them in the normal place, okay? You can easily have Black Ops 4 perks in the old system, alright? So it's not hard. Let's do it. Let's see it. So the final thing I want for this game is a pretty easy one, and I'm sure they'll do it. Again, a lot of these things are gonna probably happen in some form, but I want specific. I want weapon customization. What do I mean by that? Well, in Black Ops 3, you could change your camos, attachments, and other things to your gun and zombies like we had never seen before. Before, you couldn't add fast mags or laser sight to your gun. You got that by double packing. Black Ops 2, you would double pack a punch your weapon to try to get laser sight or a different scope. But in Black Ops 3, no siree. There was a different double pack a punch, and you could change each one of your weapons, each scope, each camo, each attachment, and it wasn't overpowered. It was just cool. And in Black Ops 4, specifically, they took that up a notch and added a zombies dark matter. It was very, very hard to get, and if it is to come back in this new game, Cold War Zombies, we better have an easier way of getting dark matter. And specifically, not easier, you can make it as hard, but there shouldn't be map-specific challenges. The problem with Black Ops 4 dark matter for zombies was you had to kill Brutus so many times. You had to kill this guy from this map. I'll be honest, I don't remember too many of the special characters, or creatures, whatever, from each map in Black Ops 4, but you had to kill specific things on specific maps a certain amount of time, like kill Brutus 50 times with this gun, 50 times with this gun. The reason why that sucks is because what if I don't want to play Blood of the Dead? I just want to play 9 or Voyage. Who wants to play Voyage? Nobody. But it made it so you had to play a map, and that could be a good thing in theory, but in practice it wasn't. And if dark matter was to return in Cold War Zombies, which I'm sure it will, and if it's going to return in Zombies, which again, I'm sure it will, I'm hoping it's slightly easier in the fact that you can universally get it on any map. And of course, one other thing to note with that, of course, is that everything for Zombies is free this year for Call of Duty. All the maps will be free, all the content for Zombies is free, you just have to have the game, so that's pretty good. The main reason I want weapon customization, like we've had in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, is because it adds so much replayability and something to grind for. You have something to grind for. Now apparently, they're not doing a prestige system this year for multiplayer. It's going to be like the Modern Warfare system, like level 155 or whatever. I'm going to be honest, guys, I didn't play Modern Warfare. I barely watched any of it. I played a little bit of Warzone. That was about it. So I don't know how this system works, but if Zombies doesn't have a prestige system, I don't know how it's going to be replayable. And the only reason I say that is because prestiging your game was the funnest thing. You would prestige, lose everything, regain it, and you do that 10 times over, master prestige, then every 100 levels you get different icons and stuff, and they could easily change it so every 100 levels you get different maybe abilities or different access to other things, and you could reset your whole level. I prestige resetted like 3 times, or however you say it, and I got level 1000 twice, and I'm on like 600 right now. A little flex, I know. And I never glitched. Well, I never glitched XP. But I think the prestige system for zombies specifically is needed. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can comment down below like the Modern Warfare system and how it would work for zombies, but I'm kind of skeptical. I don't think it's going to work for zombies at all. If you guys are still here, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me, for watching the whole video through. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Again, if you guys disagreed with some of my things, you guys can comment it down below. Let me know why you disagree with it. But the 3 things I went over that I want to come back are Gobblegums, Liquid Diviniums, or microtransactions. Again, I went over why. An OG perk system, the OG perk system to come back, not a one, the one. And weapon customization. Those are the main 3 things that I want to come back for this game. Let me know what you guys want for your wish list. This wasn't a huge wish list. I could go on for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. I could make an hour-long video on what I want for this COD game. I'm very excited for zombies this year, guys. Let me know if you are too. But anyways, boys, be sure to comment down below what your wish list is. And anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.